Hi. Hi, everyone. Hello,
Hi.
hello. Hope you are well. Very cool. Lexi and I are live on both of our channels right now. We're trying to something new. So let us know if you can hear us and if everything looks good for on y'all's end.
I'm
And
pulling it up
so,
on my computer right now at the same time to make sure it's all working.
yes, I
So if
just
somebody can't see it,
saw.
let us know.
Yes. Hi. Good morning. Hope you guys are well. Perfect. Thank you so much. I am so sorry because I have the lawn guy over here is going. So if you hear that, that's what you're hearing on my end.
All
So I'm
right.
Jennifer, and this is Lexi. I'm Just Glow Firefly, and this is Lexi from Lexi Zhang. And we had an amazing weekend, and we just wanted to kind of answer any questions because we were getting some questions on social media as well, because we were storing about it and everything, and just wanted to kind of answer any questions that y'all had. As we did have an incredible experience this weekend. We went to New York City together, and we were able to attend a Charlotte Tilbury masterclass with Charlotte Tilbury herself, which was like
And we were like
crazy.
so close we could like touch her.
We were like, oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
we were like in the first row.
Yes, yes. And then on Saturday, we were able to go to a Danessa Myricks masterclass through the makeup show. So Danessa is the artist that was primarily putting together this entire show, and it was a big show. I
I think
mean,
it was James Vincent also, like the two
yes,
of them. There
together,
are
yeah.
people involved with the show who do it all the time because the makeup show is something that travels to other states. But for the New York location, these two were really key in getting a lot of the content and stuff in it.
Right.
So,
And oh
but
my
there
goodness.
are two other people who are instrumental in doing the makeup show in general. So
Right.
don't want to exclude them.
Yeah, no, definitely not. Hi, good morning, good morning, good morning. I see all of y'all's. I'm not quite sure how this works, Lexi. Like, are we seeing from both of our channels all the comments?
I'm not sure, but we'll find out.
We'll find out.
This
Good
is
morning.
really new to us. We've never been able to broadcast on both channels at the same time before. We've always had to pick a channel.
Yeah.
And so hopefully this works out because I think it's really a cool way to do this.
Oh, I know. I love it. So, okay, so Saturday we did the whole Danessa Myricks masterclass. Wow, like
Yeah.
it was
So
crazy.
that was 4 hours
Yes,
and
4
it was
hours.
so worth it.
Yes. And then after that, we'll go through more detail just to kind of give an outline on the weekend. It was the busiest weekend. Lexi and I were exhausted. And so after, yes, we see it.
Yes,
Yes.
we can see everybody's comments then.
Yes, perfect. Thank you. So set sunshine of moonlight. So after that, we went to a brunch, and which was really fun, and it was neat to meet other people within the industry, as well as being able to just talk about it. Like it was so nice to be able. I was telling Lexi kind of after we got back, I was like, isn't it nice to talk to people who love it as just as much as we do? I mean, it was just so cool. And then after that, we had like a cocktail party.
Yeah, and that's where we got to meet like all these like famous makeup artists. Like they showed up. It was really more like a gathering with them and their friends. We were just kind of there, like I feel like the majority of people there were well known in the industry, like Katie Jane Hughes and Linda Hallberg came by. Danessa Myricks was there, of course. James Vincent, Yvonne McGinnis, there were just so
Home
many
Van
like huge
Gogh.
names in the industry. And of course there were smaller names there too, but I still feel like almost everybody was somebody you've heard of in the industry.
Yes.
And there were just like a few of us people, you know, like me and Jen, who aren't really known in the industry. So it was like so awesome. And they
Yeah,
were
it was.
so nice. That was like the
Yes.
big thing, you know, like sometimes you see like an actor and actress and you know, if you want to approach them for a picture or something, they're kind of like, not that I've done this, but you know, they can be standoffish or, you know, they'll take the picture, but they're not interested in chatting. That's not how this was. They were so welcoming and so
Oh my gosh.
encouraging. You know, they even suggested pictures and everything sometimes too. So it was so nice. So it's not like they sat there and talked to us for like 20 minutes or anything. It was like a minute or two. But, you know, it wasn't just like a quick photo and then see you later. They actually talked
Yeah.
to us and got to know us a little bit. And it was just so incredible.
Yeah, and it was so I guess too, just to kind of add on, I think too what made it so nice is that we got to talk to them about kind of not only their work, but also they asked us about our work and kind of like what we did and those types of things, and also gave us tips and tricks. And we're so willing to share. And that's one thing for me that I was just so honestly grateful for because I mean, it was just incredibly helpful, right? I just feel
Mm-hmm.
like they were so willing to share their experience or share, like, if you had a question, they were willing to help answer, you know, things like that. And I would not say there was not one person that was not incredibly kind. So,
Right. I
yeah.
agree with that completely. It
Okay. So
was
we went,
really awesome.
it was it was phenomenal. So we went there on Saturday. We went to dinner. What did we have Saturday? Oh, well, we
What,
went
for
to dinner.
dinner?
Yeah. Well, the night before we had Italian, and then the night
Saturday we went
after
to Mediterranean.
Mediterranean. And then that morning we got up to go to the makeup show. So on Sunday, that is when they had their big event where they had
The
all the
vendors
booths.
for like
Yeah,
the
all the
expo type thing.
mhm.
So that was Sunday and Monday. Obviously, we were not there on Monday. So we did this
Right.
on Sunday. And that's where you can like do some shopping. And they also had a couple of big stages set up. There was the main stage, an international stage where they had like demos and stuff going on. And
Yes.
then throughout the whole expo floor, because those were the stages were on different floors, right? You had to go upstairs to see them. So it was like more like a small group. But throughout the expo floor where you've got people shopping and stuff, they had little mini stages set up. And there
Right.
were, you know, some of the artists were working on models there. So there were probably maybe 5 or 6 of them going on, like in the different corners and between some of the different things. So like Makeup Forever, they had an incredibly long line. So they had a demo going on for people who were in the line so you could learn something while you are waiting to pay for your purchases, you know, stuff
Yeah.
like that. And they were just like, you know, it's just a great way to see some different tips and tricks and things like that, like up close and personal, like close enough to touch them if you wanted to. So
Yes, yes. And then the main stage, we saw Bobby Brown speak, and
mhm.
she gave an amazing. I mean, she just provided a lot of words of wisdom. I think more so than anything, a lot of people had questions about, well, how do I get started, or how do I do this, or how do I do that, and um, you know, she has
Time
a lot of
management, that
yes,
was
she
one of
has
the
a
things she
lot of
talked about.
longevity in
Mhm.
the industry, so it has a lot of really great tips. And yeah, it was so fun. It was awesome. It was cool. Um, so that was
And
kind of like
yeah, so
the
we
weekend.
saw a few people that we didn't get to actually talk to who were there.
Oh,
Oh, that
sorry.
was like weird. That was a glitch.
Oh, that's my dog.
Anyway, I see in the comments, yeah, Hung Van Go, he was there. We didn't get to talk to him. Like we saw him, he went in and went out. It was like, you know, a couple
Yeah.
minutes he was there. Benjamin Puckney, Troy Surratt, they were there. We saw him from a distance, but again, they were only there for like a couple minutes. But it was really cool because, you know, I guess everybody was in town for the Met. So people were just like stopping in to say hi to their friends briefly. And so we got to see them from a distance, and it was really, just kind of cool.
Yeah, it was cool. So. It was fun.
So did we get our makeup done by a makeup artist? We did on Friday at the Charlotte Tilbury Masterclass. So some of her makeup artists were there, and we worked with Brandy. I believe it's Belt Simmons is her last name. And she's one of Charlotte Tilbury's makeup artists. She's worked with her on like shows and things like that. And she did our makeup for the Charlotte Tilbury event. And yeah, that was really cool. So definitely learned some tips and tricks there too.
And we got to use a lot of her brand new Pillow Talk products. And then we were also able, because
I purchased them.
Yeah, me too.
Mine just arrived right when we were going on.
You've gotten them already?
I think so. I got a box from Saks, so I'm assuming that's what's in there.
Lucky. I haven't gotten mine yet.
I did literally just arrived, so I haven't opened it yet. It's downstairs.
So Lexi and I were excited because they also had at Saks that Pinkgasm.
The light wand.
Yeah, the light wand and the blush like combo. And
and they let us get our items engraved.
Oh my gosh. Yes. Can I just show them? Oh, I have one right here because I took a picture. Guys, look at this. Hold on. I don't know if it's showing.
You see it? It's on the mirror.
There you go.
Kind of see it there.
See that? It has a heart. Oh,
so you could get like any of the makeup products engraved. So I ended up buying more than I should have because I wanted things engraved.
And they did provide like some brushes, and we were able to get those engraved as well. So they engraved like Jennifer on my brush and everything. I mean, this lady who was there was an incredible artist. Like there's no way I could hold my hand that steady to do that.
And we got lucky actually. Like we went to Saks and they were setting up for this event. We didn't know about this in advance or anything. So this is, this was their launch party essentially for launching Charlotte Tilbury at this location. And so, she was there. She was there for the thing. She had to go right afterwards. We didn't get a chance to meet her or anything because she had to go and do some actual makeup on people for an event. So, she left pretty much right away, but we were like right up close. We got to see her, and we just got lucky enough that somebody didn't show up for their tickets. So
it was incredible.
Really great.
We were sitting there going, what
we got on the wait list when we got to Saks that day, and we were able to get in, and we hung around all day waiting to see if we'd get in, and we did. So it was really fantastic.
And Lexi is honestly the only person who would do that with me.
I know. I don't know anybody in real life who'd be willing to just kind of hang around all day in one place.
I'm like,
waiting to see.
I'm like, if my husband would not wait with me.
Mine either. He'd be like, let's go home and come back. And then we would miss it.
I know, right? No, so that was a lot of fun. So I wonder what Troy Surratt is up to since he left Surratt Beauty. Don't know.
I don't know, but he was shopping. So I was assuming that he was going to do somebody's makeup and he was picking up some last minute items or anything. But I saw him with he had a basket in his hand or something.
Yeah. Let's see. So. Lip shade are you wearing?
Oh, I'm actually wearing, this is the new Suku Summer. I just got it in PR actually, and I'm testing it out today. This is the new sheer matte in 108, and it's orange. I never wear orange lipstick, and I like it.
I like it.
Yeah. So,
really good.
Yeah, it's a really nice shade. So here, let me just swatch this real quickly because we've got
some questions about Food Day.
There. So it's 108. Questions about what?
Food Day. Oh, it's okay.
They didn't have any Food Day there this year. So I guess typically the makeup show, when people have gone to it in the past, and we haven't had that opportunity, You know, it's an event for makeup artists typically, but they usually have a ton more vendors, like bigger things. Like I know Chikuhodo and Hakuhodo have been there in the past. They didn't have them there anymore this year. And I think maybe from now on, they're trying to really support more like independent makeup artistry brands people who were really supportive during the pandemic. So the pandemic was a really hard time for a lot of the makeup artists and they were really struggling. And so they're really trying to cater more towards the people who are showing them support and not necessarily the bigger brands that are more mainstream. So a lot of it was more like indie brands or brands owned by some of the makeup artists who attend the show and things like that. So they didn't have any Fude there. They had Omnia brushes, my Kitco, James Malloy was there.
Yeah.
And it was funny because, you know, all the girls were like all over him. Like, so funny. You can hear them in the cocktail party just like drooling. But yeah, so Omnia, my Kitco, Bedelium. So those were like some of the major brush brands that were there. And yeah, I did buy some more brushes. So
I did a lot of damage with brushes.
yeah. And you know,
Lexi's like throwing them in my cart. Like she's like, you need that one. And
I know that's how helpful she was. Like Danessa Myricks, we took her class. She saw us later. She remembered us. She helped us shop. You know, it was like, she was the most helpful, kindest person ever. Like
beyond.
You know, I was just totally blown away by her. Like her personality. I mean, she's probably one of the nicest, most genuine seeming people I've ever met in my life. Like,
yeah,
I'm just totally blown away by her. And, you know, I have to say, I'll be talking more about this on my channel later, but we learned a ton in her masterclass, and her philosophy is very different from other makeup artists' philosophy. And I think once you understand that, you really get a better grasp of her products and you can really see exactly how amazing they truly are. So, you know, like the Yummy Skin Foundation, I've always been sort of on the fence about it. Well, you know what? I think pretty much every YouTuber has used this incorrectly. We've all used way too much. So
way too much.
Yeah. I mean, like you use a little dot, right? No, that's still way too much. So, you know, we now know how to use it. Like,
I mean, it's so nice to be taught though, right? I mean, I feel like too, like I and you as well, Lexi, I think we both try to use it the way the artist intended to develop it, but still you don't know unless it's like coming directly from the artist, right? You know, you don't like
even watching like a demo on Instagram or anything, you do not understand how little of a product you need because you see them putting it on, but you don't necessarily see how much is left or, you know, how much they're actually isolating and so forth. And that makes a huge difference. So I think we learned a ton of just really valuable information that we're both going to share on our channels.
Yeah.
Hi.
What's by radar there?
Thank you, Shelly. And I know I saw Hung Van Gogh, Gina. We saw him, but we didn't get to talk to him. I have to say he's much smaller in real life than I thought he was. I mean, I knew he was petite, but he's close. I mean, he's not as small as Bobbi Brown, who I think is under 5 feet tall, but you know, he's probably shorter than I am, which surprised me. So
it's so crazy because you look at people and you're like, wait, is that who?
Everybody was much more petite than I thought online. Like Katie Jane Hughes, like I didn't realize how petite she is in real life, you know, like.
And so sweet. Oh my gosh.
I have to say, I felt like a giant the whole weekend. Everybody, not only are they shorter than I thought, but they're also like tinier. So everybody was very, I felt, you know, like Gulliver's Travels.
Stop it.
I'm only 5'4". For me to feel like a giant, you know.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. Who were the girls strolling over? Didn't catch the
James
name.
Malloy. He's the
Yeah.
guy who owns my Kitco. He's a makeup artist that, he's a good looking guy, but it was just really, really funny just to see how many girls, like there was a photo op area that you could go and
I saw that.
there and there was like a line out the door. All these girls who just wanted to take their picture with him.
Yeah. What about Katie? I love her. Was she from? Yes. Oh, Katie was so sweet. So nice.
She was so nice. She actually recommended the place we ate on Saturday night. So, we had to test it out.
And it was really good. She did a great job.
Yeah, she was so nice. And she knew who Jen was. Like, that's actually how we got to talk to her. She saw Jen and she had recognized her from Instagram and she came over to us.
Believe it.
So
it was really cool.
Yeah, nobody knew who I was.
No, stop.
Julia from Omnia Brushes knew who I was.
And she was like totally fangirling over Lexi. She was like, "Oh my gosh, you made this video. Oh my gosh." And she was like, just
she was
so
really
sweet. Oh my gosh, it was so sweet. Let's see, it looks beautiful. May have missed it, but was this masterclass open to the public? Which one?
The Danessa Myricks was not. The Charlotte Tilbury was.
Yes. Hilarious. Oh, thanks. I'm going to see if I have a few questions. I know I have a few questions on my Instagram, so let me go through that real quick.
I know the big question I got on Instagram was to see what we bought. So
someone said, I would love to know some of the favorite products you all discovered.
I have to say, hands down, it's that Danessa Myricks blurring balm.
Wow.
That new product that she came out. Hold on, I have it right here. This is my bag of stuff from the makeup show.
Mine's all scattered on the floor right here.
I know. So, and this is without packaging, by the way, because I packed incredibly lightly. Like literally I had a tiny duffel bag with me. So to fit everything back in, I had to take everything out of the packages. Let me find the blurring balm.
And Lexi helped me sit on my suitcase.
Yes. It took teamwork to close that thing.
Yes. Yeah, it was so Danessa Myricks actually took us to my Kitco and she helped us pick out the brushes that she had used during her like masterclass. So that was something that we were able to, it was so nice to be able to see those that she did for sure.
So this is her new blurring balm. This is the shade Universal here. I bought Universal and shade 2. And one of the great things about this is it uses Upsolite, which I think is, I'd have to double check, but I feel like that's what Lisa Eldridge used in her highlighters, and that made like the huge difference. So anyway, it has major blurring properties. So this looks like maybe it's not a ton of product. This would probably last 10 years. I'm not even joking. So it has a little spatula here and you just use like the tiniest little bit and a fluffy brush. You pat it all over and then within a couple minutes, it's going to mattify your skin. It actually reads your skin itself. So depending on like how oily you are or how dry you are and so forth, it'll have slightly different effects, but it's going to have like a more matte appearance and it's incredible. So she actually uses shade Universal on all of her models first, regardless of skin tone. It's translucent. And then she goes in with some of the other shades for like color correcting, or you can use this, just as your foundation. Actually, Katie Jane Hughes in the makeup show, when she was there, that's all she had on her face was the Danessa Myricks blurring balm. She didn't wear any other makeup, just the balm. And I have to say, hands down, it's the best new product that we picked up. I'm so incredibly impressed with this.
Yes. Lexi, I'm sure you bought a lot. We need to see.
Yes, I did. So, all right. I will show you parts of it. It's a lot, so I don't want to go through everything. And some of it we got shipped, which was very, very good. Because if we didn't get it shipped, I would have had to buy another suitcase. So,
yeah, no kidding.
one of the things that we got shipped is called the B3 Beauty Wand. And that's really cool. I think we'll both show that on our channels when it arrives, but it is a device. It has some of the LED lights in it as well on some of the settings. But essentially, it's like, it does vibration. You can use it over a sheet mask to kind of infuse that product in with it more. You can use it directly on the skin. You can use it with a toner pad to kind of remove all of your makeup, and it like draws more impurities out because of the like the current through it. And it's a really cool device. So we both picked that up, and I picked up some skincare along with that. And you know,
met the creator of that.
Oh yeah, we met her. Yeah.
She was incredibly knowledgeable and helpful.
She's been a makeup artist in the industry for a very long time. And then she started the B3 brand, which I'm not sure, but I feel like pretty much everybody's heard of the B3 balm. So it's like a cult product, which I ordered.
Yeah.
So
it's really nice. I will show you while Lexi's going through hers. I did buy these Happy Kiss products with, you know, at the Charlotte Tilbury counter when I was there. And that's what I'm wearing today. I love this formula, guys. It's called Crystal Happy Kiss. This is the one I have. And then I did also pick up a couple more that I'll show later. So Lexi's holding up. What are you holding up, Lex?
This is the Danessa Myricks Chrome Flakes in Pride that just came out. And this was, you know, she had the Dragon Sisters there who were modeling. They're a music group to, they have the best legs, I have to say. But this,
oh my gosh, so amazing.
I mean, like, it's rainbow. So
it is incredible.
In our masterclass at the end, she put this on the model's eyes and had her, you know, do like a 360. And in each instance, you would see like a different color, and you would totally see all of the shades in the rainbow. It's just incredible. So this is a limited edition shade that just launched to everybody yesterday. And we were able to pick it up at the show this weekend.
Yeah, it was cool. That came in our goodie bag.
I picked up 4 more of these as well.
I had Firefly on my eyes today. I had to get Firefly. I mean, come on.
Yeah, I made her. So, you know, I've got like stuff in here like the Dose of Colors actually gifted us this in a goodie bag. It's their cleanser, and we got some beauty sponges and stuff. This is from Estate. It's a highlighter. I have an Estate eyeshadow palette in Mystic Forest. And I know a couple people have DM'd me about this when this came out, about how great it was. So I'm glad to try that. I also have the new Danessa Myricks Duet Balm and Sweetwater.
It is.
I picked up more Color Fix. I picked up a lot of Danessa Myricks products because after that class, you know, after seeing them in action and being able to play with them during the class, it was just incredible. So during the class, actually, I did Jen's makeup and she did mine. And, you know, it was really kind of cool, but we got to play with all the probably and everything. And yeah, so I picked up a lot of Danessa Myricks products.
Me too.
Probably, yeah. It was kind of crazy. These are the brushes I picked up. You can see I picked up a lot of them. So I got some more Omnia brushes, some my Kitco brushes. Yeah.
And I also
nice
picked
bag
up,
of those.
I also got the glow serum. We got that in the bag as well. So that for the yummy skin.
Oh yes. In the darker shade, which we learned in the master class works for my skin tone too. So
and it looks good.
It's actually really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks great.
Yeah. And then what else did I get? Oh, I got this. So, Makeup Forever was there. Sorry, I'm picking them up right here. So Makeup Forever was there, and I was able to pick up some pencils. So, I picked up a lot of pencils from Makeup Forever. It was awesome. It was so fun.
This is the Danessa Myricks Vision Flush and Tiara, which
you got
was a highlighter during our class. What?
I didn't know you picked that up.
Yeah, I told you to get it.
I didn't know she had it. I thought it was sold out.
Yeah, no, it was at her store. It was sold out online, but she said you could get it at the show this weekend.
Well,
so I told you to grab it.
I know, I forgot.
The Dewy Cheek palettes. I got the Contour Balm. I got a ton of Color Fix.
I got the Beekman 1802 Milk Primer, Sunscreen Primer. This has SPF 35. Guys, I put it on today. I like it. I've been wanting to try Beekman products for forever. So I was pumped to be able to pick that up. What else, Lex? There's a lot of other things.
I don't know. I'm trying to remember because I got a lot of stuff shipped. I have these lipsticks, Ada Lip. You remember Ada Lip?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I used to scrub this morning.
Small indie brand that
I have mine here.
You know, obviously, I got pulled in by seeing these lipsticks. So she has 4 products. There's a lip scrub and then 3 lipsticks. They are vegan, not tested on animals. They're paraben free, GMO free, gluten free, and they have a 2-year shelf life. So I had to try them out. So I picked up all 3 shades. They are sheer buildable formulas and they're made in the US, 3.5 grams. Can't wait to try these out. So I picked these up and they're like the sheer semi-matte lipsticks. And yeah, they're all made from like, the pigments are like fruit and vegetable pigments. So like this one here uses beets, radish, spirulina, and turmeric. So, you know, yeah, had to try them.
Red Mahogany, the one I picked up. And I picked up the lip scrub, which I tried this morning. Very nice. And I didn't feel like I had to use, you know, sometimes you dig into a lip scrub, like if it's in a pot and you feel like you have to like use more than you really need. Right. I feel like I go through them. So
yeah, and this is, you know, it's in like a
tube,
like a balm tube, you know, so it's easy to use, and it's
they're priced
very exfoliating and hydrating. I haven't tried mine yet, but it's it uses sugar for exfoliation, so it will dissolve. So yeah, really, really cool brand.
Let's see, Lexi.
Oh, and she gave us a discount code that we can give to you guys. We're not affiliated or anything. There's nothing that we get in return. It's just Makeup Show, right?
Let me double check. I think it's Makeup Show.
I think it's just Makeup Show. We put it on Instagram when she gave it to us. So it's 20% off for you guys. And yes, so Ida, you asked about the lipsticks, got that. Hi, Mel. And
hi.
Any of the brands gifts with purchases? Yes. Danessa Myricks had gifts with purchase. You know, it's one of those tiered things depending on how much you spend. So of course well, actually I think we both got it, right? And you had to spend like $300. So we got a mini one of the Lightworks palettes, which I'm going to gift this to somebody since I have the big one. And a mirror, this nice bag. That was the gift with purchase for there. I mean, we got a goodie bag for doing the brunch, which was where we got the Danessa Myricks Sweetwater, the serum, and the Pride Chrome Flakes, as well as like the Dose of Color stuff. Dose of Colors gave a really generous amount of stuff in there. We got like, was it 3 lipsticks, 3 liquid lipsticks, the cleanser, some like makeup sponges that are biodegradable, you know, a whole bunch of stuff. Let me see. This
was really, really nice
bag is everything that was in our gift bag. So that's where I got the estate items. You know, they give us disposable like swabs and things like that. We also got the Esom lip pencils, the 2 new shades, which is actually what I took and wore while I was there this weekend. And we got some Omnia brushes here as well. And the Suva palette, the primary colors, which I've always wanted to try this, but I'm like, I don't know how to use this. So I'm glad to have this to play with. And, you know, for color correction and stuff like that. And what else was in here? We got some Beautology patches. And
which are really
nude
nice.
sticks. And a primer, Marula primer from Georgette Klinger. And a few of my Kitco brushes, Lumify eye drops. Oh, and we also got Mob Beauty, a little cream blush. So this is in M73. So we got that. And I have to say, I like the packaging on this. It's magnetic, but you just, you know, you put your thing in, close the lid, it snaps in, but you can read the name on the back still. They have these 2 little slots for it to slid into, so your name will still be shown. So that's what was in our goodie bag.
And they were there too, Mob Beauty. I mean, their palettes were really cool.
Yeah, I like their palettes. I didn't purchase anything else from them. I actually kind of forgot to go back.
Well, we kind of ran out of time.
Yeah, we were rushing. We had to catch our flights, so we didn't get to stay the entire time they were open on Sunday.
And then, okay, so
free makeup pouch from Makeup Forever.
Yes,
that was another free gift. Oh, this was also from Danessa Myricks, a sleep mask. This was part of the gift with purchase also.
Yeah.
So yeah. So that was that. There were some discounts at the vendors, you know, like 10 to 20% off in general, I would say, right? Or some of them were not discounted, you know, like Jones Road. Were they just, oh, maybe they were. I can't remember. But, you know, it was like free shipping then. So I ordered the Jones Road face balm that you've been wearing, the WTF.
Yes. And actually, I'm getting a new shade because the one before, there's a better shade match for me. So, yeah.
And apparently there's a better shade match for me in the pencils too, but they were out of stock. So that was the only thing, you know, some places were out of stock of things. So,
yeah,
you know, production issues and everything, supply chain. And then let's see here. I just saw a question.
Which artist was not there?
Okay. Thanks, Bella. I look younger without makeup. And scrubs in tube form are hard to find. Still stuck on my Tarte one. Cosmetic brands are very clever. Give you all this for free. Georgette Klinger. Which makeup artist was not there that you wished were there? You know, I was thinking about that, and I'm not sure. There are so many. Like, I think it's more so like it would have been nice to be able to talk to some of the other people who were there. Like, I would have liked to have a conversation with Benjamin Puckey about the clinical lipsticks. But you know,
he was in and out real quick though.
Right.
Or Troy Surratt.
What about you? Who would you have really liked to talk to? You know,
who wasn't
cool
there?
To see some other people like Lisa Eldridge and stuff like that there.
But... Oh, Hannah Martin, hands down.
Oh yeah, Hannah Martin.
I would have loved to meet Hannah. Yeah.
I know Mario, Makeup by Mario, has come in the past. He wasn't there this year. And
he was in DC, I think. Was he?
Yes, he was there doing the correspondence dinner.
Yeah.
So, I have to say, like, I'm not a Kardashian fan personally, but Kim Kardashian looked gorgeous for the correspondence dinner. I saw her photo on Instagram.
Can we talk
Really
about Blake Lively
like
last night? Lex? Lexi?
have too long of a flight. I'm in DC and New York's not too far for me. So it was, yeah, my flight wasn't too bad. It was just more so like the timing of things and all that. Visyart was there as part of Muse Beauty Pro, but I didn't see like a separate Visyart section. So did you see one, Jen?
I didn't see a Visyart section.
Yeah, I only saw them like included with Muse Beauty Pro stuff, but I didn't see Visyart people. So like, yeah, I was looking forward to, you know, seeing if Anastasia was there, but I didn't see her.
What is your new house doing? You're ready with the styling? Is the pool ready for? Yes, the pool is ready for swimming. My kids have been in it for a month now. I'm like, y'all are crazy. No, but I actually got in it the other day, so that was fun. House is great. Thank you so much, and I feel like more settled. I guess I have found my filming space. I found my, spot. So, and yeah, I'm just ready to get working pretty much. So yeah, it's really fun. And I feel a lot more settled. It's so fun. Yes. So Lexi, you broke up there for a second, but I was talking about Blake Lively. I was like, can we talk about Blake Lively last night? Oh my goodness. She looked incredible. You were talking about Kim Kardashian. So she looked incredible. Yeah.
I have to say, I didn't like. I was just gonna say I didn't like it when it was like all bundled up with the copper, but I liked it when it was all flowing down, and then I could see the Statue of Liberty inspiration for it.
Yeah. Did you see the her pull off the arms? Yeah, it was really cool. She thought you were in Washington State.
Yeah, no, Washington D.C. So
actually, Lexi's flight was less than mine.
I should have taken the train, but they didn't have any good times to get us there at the same time. That was the biggest part for us, was coordinating, because we couldn't even go to the same airports. You know, New York has like what, 3-4 airports. Yeah. So, you know, we couldn't even get flights into the same airport to come in around the same time. So yeah, coordinating was the most challenging aspect of it.
We have to see this amazing stuff in action. Of course.
Yeah, we're definitely going to do that.
Do not worry, Ronnie. I wear like 50 plus sunscreen. I know it's funny because that's all I wore when I was down in the Cayman Islands. And and I apply it like almost every hour, and I don't know. So, and wear a hat and sit under the shade. So yeah. How did it feel to travel post-pandemic?
For me, it's weird. Like I live in an area where, you know, I'm right by NIH and the FDA and, you know, all these government facilities, you know, they're literally down the street from me. So in my area, we still mask. You know, it's not necessarily a mandate. Some places of business still require it, but you know, a lot of people here still mask. If you go out here, you're still going to see more people masking than not masking. Traveling was very different because I was like the only one wearing a mask. And you know, like for me, it was a little nerve-wracking because I have come to kind of feel a little bit safer and more secure with the mask on. And since it's something that's still more prevalent here, like my kids still wear masks to school and everything, and the majority of their friends do as well. So for me, it was really a little nerve-wracking, but thankfully nobody got sick. So, and I actually Yeah. So when the expo was on and everything, I wore my mask and everything. And I want to say I saw maybe like 2 or 3 other people with them on, and that was it. How about for you,
Yeah.
Jen?
I think for me, traveling to a city that's more populated was a little kind of nerve-wracking for me, personally, because I mean, I live in a smaller town. Like for me, it's Lexi lives in a bigger city. I live in a smaller town. It's more of a beach town and things like that. So it's a little different in that regard. But yeah, no, I felt fine, and I mean, I like I'm kind of like I'm excited and hopefully, fingers crossed, everything will continue to be getting better and better and better, right? So I'm just hopeful for for that for sure. Um, so yeah. Bella asked, "Did you paint your filming space?" Are you asking me or Lexi? I know Lexi did. I
Yeah, I
mean,
painted
my
mine like a month
whole
ago
house
or so.
was painted white. My whole house is painted white. Um, how did you guys meet? Like in New York or just in general, Bella? Yes,
So
it is. Your hair looks, yes, I did get it lighter. And I actually really like my hair light. Yeah, Bella, what are you talking about in New York or just in general? How do we meet? I just
So in general, we met originally just through like we found out who each other were
oh, in
like
general.
through like Instagram and YouTube and stuff,
Yeah.
and started DMing like a couple of years ago, probably, right? Like
Yeah.
when we started YouTube, essentially.
Yeah.
I found her on Instagram after watching some of her YouTube videos, and we would DM periodically, and we over time became friends, and then we did ATLB together for a while,
Mhm.
and we met up last year when we went to Vegas together, and yeah, that was the first time we met in person. So, we had already met at this point, but yeah, Jen and I are actually really good friends. So
Mhm.
we talk every day without fail. And so, it's like, even though we don't see each other in person that much, it's kind of like we do, we
Yeah.
FaceTime and things like that. And, you know, I talk to her so often that it feels as though I've known her for years. So,
I know. It's like when we
yeah.
do see each other in person, it's like we haven't missed a beat. Like it's really
Mhm.
crazy. Like, and we don't live in the
It's
same
not
no,
awkward.
no, it's not awkward at all. It's so funny. We don't live I live in South Carolina. So for, Lexi's about probably 6.5 hours away from me. So, but yeah, I mean, honestly, we're each other's biggest cheerleaders. And I think a lot of people don't really even realize that Lexi and I are really that close. So,
Mhm.
yeah. How long are you staying on live for? Probably another like 10 to 15 minutes or so. We were thinking about an hour or so.
Yeah.
And we're happy to answer any questions you had or about, us in New York or anything really. So happy to do that. Let me see if I had any more questions before I favorite products you discovered. I know we talked about that Danessa Myricks. What else, Lex? I think it's more learning technique with the product.
Right. So even products we had tried before, just, once you understand like philosophy and how they intended things to be used, it just
Mhm.
makes you take a different look at things. I think that's what was more eye opening than anything else for me. Um, yeah, I really,
And I
I just,
think too, meeting these um, incredibly kind people and really, it makes me even want to support them more, right? So
Mhm.
I feel like, um, like we bought a lot of Danessa stuff. I bought some more, um, Jones Road, or, you know, and things like that. Like it really just, I mean, y'all, I loved it before, but even now, knowing the creator behind the brand and really seeing their passion and learning about it really makes you kind of like, wow, this is someone that I can get behind, you know, like, and I think that's important. I think that's important. So, I love your energy. Oh, thank you,
Thanks, Gina.
Are your husbands annoyed over the whole makeup thing? No.
No, I mean, my husband asks me all the time, like, what do you do with all of it? But I mean, that's the biggest question I get. But that's it. He's actually very supportive. And
Yes.
I mean, YouTube in general was his idea. Like, he's been encouraging me to do a YouTube channel for years. He wanted me to do cooking, but he was fine when I did makeup instead. I think, you know, I do cook a lot, so it was more like, you know, he wanted me to make more stuff. For
his own benefit.
I had a freezer stocked with like muffins and dinners and stuff like that before I left to make everything easy.
Yeah, my husband is very, very supportive. He really, like, when I told him I might meet Bobbi Brown, like, y'all probably know. I don't know if you know, but that is the person, like,
That's her dream.
Yeah, I would want to, like, if someone asked me, who could you have lunch with? It'd be Bobbi Brown. I mean, so being able to meet her in person and, you know, ask her questions and things like that, it was just really cool. And I mean, it was so cool. It was pretty cool. And I try not to get like overly excited. I was like, Lexi, was I okay? I was like, cool, but excited, but not too excited, right? It's so funny. No. But yeah, it was so fun to be able to really, really meet her. It was awesome. It was so cool. And then be able to also hear some philosophies that she's continuing on with Jones Road, as well as, it's so funny because she sat there and said, Lexi, didn't she say, she's like, you know, not all makeup artists are going to even like these products. Not all people are going to like these products. You know, like, it was so nice to hear. She goes, but that's why we have all these products everywhere, you know, like, because not all products are going to work for everybody.
She started off by saying, like, it's so weird for me to be here because I hate makeup. I am the no makeup artist.
Yeah, she's like, I hate lipstick. Like,
she's like, I don't like the way makeup feels.
And I'm sitting there going, yeah, like, I don't know. I have always loved her aesthetic, and even from the beginning. And she talked about her time at her previous company and kind of how she did it with her kids and growing up with, you know, being able to raise them and stuff like that. And
it was really, started off in the industry in general because there weren't really any females doing that at that time, you know, and it was really hard to break through. So she talked about that and how she kind of got started and how she continued, and, you know, because she still was the caretaker at home too. So I thought it was really interesting to hear about all of that.
Yeah, it was really, really nice. And then she also taught us how to apply some of the products and how she would use some of her new products. And she kind of not slipped, but kind of like gave sneak peeks and things like that. And it was really cool. So they've got a lot in development, and I'm really excited to see what's next.
Yeah, we have no idea when anything's coming though. So
yeah,
she didn't share that information.
No. And then, you know, too, like with anything, things, you know, you can set a date, but it's probably going to move with the way the world is now. So, let's see. Was Chantecaille there? I'm worried with the buyout. They were not there. I don't know. I don't. So
I mean, from what I understand of the buyout, they're pretty much like a silent investor. So I don't think it's really going to, have any effect on the development or anything. The big thing about the buyout is that they now have more money to infuse into things to get more products, like more availability of some of these like limited edition items, and hopefully be able to have their collections come out like all the pieces at one time instead of like staggering things. And that's really more so what the buyout should be doing for the brand. But to my knowledge, they are not, they're silent. So they are not going to be involved with any of the day-to-day business. It's really more just a way to hopefully like infuse the brand with some cash and resources that they need it.
Yeah. I think that's what, capital is really what they needed. And
because, Chantecaille was a very small niche brand, and they have become much more mainstream than they were just 3 years ago.
Yeah, definitely. And family owned before. So,
right.
What is your channel, Jen? I have Lexi's. I'm Just Glow Firefly. Thanks for asking. Thank you. Did Natasha know? No, she wasn't there.
No, she and Pat McGrath were two that I was really hoping would be there. Cool. And I know in the past they have both attended the show. In previous years, obviously we weren't there. So, but they would have been really cool to see.
If you use makeup so often, can you see it in private anymore?
I'm not sure what you mean.
Yeah. Yeah. Can you clarify? I'm sorry, Bella. Is Suku counter order still available? I haven't tried the brand yet. Yeah.
Yes, it's still available until the launch. Actually, even after like a week or two after launch, you can still order, provided they still have things in stock. And the launch is May 14th, I think. May 13th or May 4th. It might be the 13th.
We'll put a comment.
But it's around there.
Nothing wrong with being safe, Lexi, in the same way. Haha, Mr. Zhong. Have you tried making the governor's chicken recipe, Lex?
I found a new one, so I haven't tried that one yet. Because I found it right before I left. But I have tried a few recipes in the past that haven't really experienced it. I'm kind of thinking that the place we went to was more like they had their own twist on it. They had their own hybrid thing, because some of the recipes lean really sweet and ours was always spicy. So, and crispy. It's definitely not something like saucy and wet. So yeah. But I am going to be trying another recipe either later this week or next week. So just getting a few more supplies. I kind of made up my own version over the years. So I have my own version. I posted on Instagram before, like I just call it Chinese chicken, but it doesn't have the right flavor, but it has the right texture. So I at least got that part down, and I just need to figure out the flavor.
Yeah. Jen, did you watch Bobbi Brown's masterclass series? Yes. And did you know she told us that she was formulating all of her Jones Road's products? She used all of her Jones Road products in that masterclass.
Yeah. So she didn't show them because, at that time, her non-compete was still in effect. So, yeah, but that's what she used.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty cool.
It was so cool. How did you get the invitation to New York?
Well, a friend of mine actually told me about it and suggested we contact them to see if we could attend. And we reached out, and we actually looked into doing it last year, but with COVID and everything, we didn't. So this year we reached back out to see if we could attend, and they let us come. So
yeah. What are your dreams in life? What will you achieve? Oh gosh.
I honestly don't know. Like everything is still kind of like changing for me. You know, I was a teacher for so long, but like I've had so many dreams in my life. I'm not really sure what I want moving forward at this point. Right now, I want to focus on YouTube and growing my channel and so forth. But I have to say, a long term dream of mine when I was younger that has still kind of carried through is I would love to have an ice cream shop when I'm at retiring age. There was this place growing up called Duchess, and it was just like this old woman and this old man who they had retired, and they started this like sandwich and ice cream shop, and you could go there and get like, this huge milkshake for $2. Everything was like dirt cheap, cash only. And yeah, it was just like, it was so cute. And they were like so in love. And, now their daughter runs it, and she's a lawyer. So she obviously doesn't do much with it. She has it open maybe like 1 or 2 days a week or something for a few hours. But just the whole like concept, the idea, seeing them there, it was so cute. So in high school, my friends and I would always go there after school and stuff. And it was just a really like, I don't know, I just loved the vibe. So I would love to do that someday, but not for like 20 years or so.
Yeah. I think for me, I'd really love to grow my channel and, my online social presence, as well as I would love to, I've been asked to do makeup. I have done makeup in the past, and I'd love to build on that because I've been doing that a little bit more recently. I don't really talk about it that much, but I do enjoy that. And then I think for me also to work with specific brands that I just absolutely adore. Like I would love to work with Jones Road or work with them on a campaign or something. I mean, it's always a dream to be able to do something like that, or, work with a big retailer, or, that would be so cool. And yeah, it is a dream. I mean, we felt like we were like, honestly, we're like, pinch us. Is this real? Like, are we, that was really cool. It was such a neat experience. And I couldn't have done it with a better person.
Same
And
here.
and honestly, because I mean, we were we were go, 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 go. And
Yep. The whole day. So somebody asked about other shopping. While we were waiting at Saks, we kind of looked around at stuff like that, while we were waiting to see if we could get into the masterclass. But other than that, honestly, we didn't have time for anything.
Mhm.
So we were at the makeup show like the whole time.
Yeah.
After that, we went to bed. So
Jocelyn, no, we had our makeup done by 1, and then Lexi and I did each other's at the Danessa Myricks masterclass, and Lexi did a really good job.
so did you.
Thank you. No, I didn't. I'm struggling with Pete Mel suing everyone.
Oh, I didn't even know about that.
I didn't either. I need to look that up, but I don't know. Oh, do you like wearing makeup in private? Yeah. I mean, that's how I test. Y'all do see me some on my stories and stuff, but that's how I test out makeup. Like,
yep.
Mm-hmm. And Lexi and I will FaceTime each other and be like, do you like this? Does this look good on me? It's fun. Or we'll be so excited about something and be like, you got to look at this, So that's fun as well. Were the artists friendly with each other? Yes.
They were all
Very
friends. Much. Like, yes. It was more like a reunion.
Mm-hmm. It was awesome. Is it your business plan to become rich and famous? No. No.
I mean, I wouldn't mind being rich. I
know that would be great. I mean, Lexi and I have always talked about this. I mean, we'd love to grow, but
it's not our goal to get like 1 million subscribers or anything like that. At least that's not a current goal. Honestly,
Exactly.
I think we both do this just because we love it. Like I started my channel hoping to, because honestly, I was tired of looking online for swatches all the time and not being able to find the
Right.
products that I was interested in purchasing on people. And I figured I could help other people because I hate returning makeup. And I also don't like how when you return makeup, even if it's not opened, there are brands who will just automatically trash it. And there's just so much waste in the landfills and everything with that. And I thought this would be my way to kind of help prevent some of that. Obviously it's a small way, but yeah, I definitely want to grow my channel and I want it to be bigger, more popular and things like that. But am I
Right.
looking to be like huge, like Toddy or something?
Yeah.
No,
No.
that's not really my aspiration.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, YouTube will never be my primary priority in life. My kids, obviously, they're going to come first, and they take up a lot of time. So,
Yeah. And we do this, like Lexi was saying in her last video, we do this in between all the little things.
mhm.
Like at the play practice, I'll edit a video or, things like that. So it's definitely kind of just sprinkled in. And when we do it because we love it. And I always said to myself, if I don't love it anymore, I'm not going to do it because
Right.
you have to have the passion. I mean, you can't just do this. I mean, you have to have the passion. And I think that was so prevalent this weekend. People were just passionate. And it was so nice to have like-minded people about that because where
In
I'm
real
sitting
life,
right now,
we don't know people like that.
we have
So,
no idea who those people are. I'm like, yeah, it was just, it was so nice. Okay.
yeah.
I saw that she's but didn't mention them. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, the Jones Road and the masterclass.
Oh, yes. Thank you, Janet. Yes, they are the journey, and we're both enjoying the journey.
Yeah, we'll see where it goes.
I would love for Jones Road
She's working on that.
in Australia.
So that's coming soon. So, and then, yeah, hopefully working on other places later, she said, at a later date.
Yeah. Oh, thanks, Ronnie. I hope you have a great day. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
How do you experience your competition on YouTube? You have really big competitors. Well, I think it's like anything in life. I mean, honestly.
There's competition everywhere. So,
yeah.
I mean,
and honestly, like we've had this discussion, Lexi, we really can't compare ourselves to
everybody's a little different. You just kind of focus on.
I don't compare myself to Lexi.
Stuff.
I mean, we both have different styles and different.
We might talk about the same products, but our opinions are separate. The way we go about applying things and thinking about things is different. We all have, all of our competitors and everything. Everybody's got different like skin types and things like that. Things are going to work better for different people. So, that's just how life is.
Yeah. So. Yeah, exactly. How do we do that? Did you get to buy limited edition? We were gifted some of Danessa's new products, so that was really exciting. So,
and they are released now, I believe, to everybody. So, but nothing else that was like advanced.
No.
So, yeah.
And kids contribute and you need to wear makeup, especially concealer.
That is very true.
Yep.
Yes. My daughters, I took them to get their ears pierced yesterday. So
it's so
I just
fun.
have to share because they're so cute. They're just so excited. Phytosurgeons. Okay, I love that brand. I would have loved them to come to the makeup show, but they're a Canadian brand. This was not that there were
an international
people
show
from other. Yeah, it was international, but perhaps it was like harder. Maybe they'll come in the future. Who knows? But what's going on with that brand? I don't know if anything different is going on. They usually take a while between launches because It's like a team of 2 people essentially, formulating everything. They're working on like some new blushes and shades and things that they've been sneak peeking on Instagram for a while. When they're coming out, who knows? Because they've been teasing them for a few months, but they said maybe not until 2023. So I hope that's not the case. I do have a few videos on the brand, and I have to say they're, everybody knows the Clé de Peau cream blushes. It's my favorite formula, still is.
Really good.
They're like perfect. That's how I feel about the Phytosurgeon's cream eyeshadows. They are that good.
And they don't crease on my eyes.
Right.
And Lexi, you saw this weekend, she goes, wow, you do have oily eyelids.
Yeah, her lids are ridiculous. They're just an oil.
She goes, I'm gonna have to wipe that eyelid.
I mean, it's wet.
I said, I told you. I'm like, how do like? She's like, wow. I'm like,
I mean, most people when they have oily eyelids, it's like a little bit. It's not like dripping oil.
It's not dripping, gosh.
You know what I mean?
I'm kidding. It's fine. No. That's hilarious. Oh my god.
But yeah, they're a great brand.
Do you have Jen? I'm cheering for Lexi to adopt a dog soon. The 100K goal. I know. If you guys, want to help us get there, share. No. I have one dog. I have one dog. His name is Skipper, and he's a golden doodle. And yeah, he was a lot bigger. He grew into a lot larger dog than we were told he was going to be. He's 80 pounds, and we were told he was going to be a medium-sized dog, which is probably around 40 to 50 pounds. So, no, he is the sweetest dog. And yeah. So, yeah. Lexi's husband told her she could get a dog at 100K.
When I hit 100K.
My husband
we've had dogs previously, and I would like to get 2 dogs. Which
can you get 2 at 100K?
Well, I feel like if you get 2 at the same time, then they have a friend and they play together, and yeah. So I always like to do 2 at once.
Yeah,
that's my children.
That's hilarious.
That's my previous dogs. So,
oh my God.
Yeah, that's my goal. But we'll work with what we can as long as we can get one.
Yeah. I mean, we both have goals to grow. I mean, we both want to. 100K would be amazing. That would be cool. But yeah, like Lexi said, do we want like 5 million?
No,
no, we're good. How difficult is it to present yourself in public on YouTube all the time? No one has good mood every day. You're right.
Me, I'm actually an introvert. So it's taken me a while to be able to talk on camera. If you go back and look at my old videos, you'll notice. So it's definitely been a lot of practice. But now that we've been doing it a while, it's much easier. So
yeah,
and even though I would teach, I had no problem talking in my classes and things like that. But when I would have to like present things to like auditoriums and like big groups and stuff of people who were not my students, that was always really nerve-wracking for me, like to the point of making myself sick. So it's just been something you get used to with practice.
Yeah, I think for me, I've been on Instagram for 6+ years now. So like Lexi said, it's just all in doing it all the time and doing it every day. I mean, you're right. No one has a good mood every day. For me personally, I've always wanted my channel to be a place where someone can come and feel joy and feel happiness and feel included and just like a breath of fresh air. And I've always wanted that. And so I want that to be what it is. And do I have bad days? Of course. Lexi's heard me. Of course. But I mean, I really try to see it in different lights and things like that. And, but we're not always perfect. and I have migraines and things like that too. So if I can't get on, then, I can't get on. And I think people realize that now more than ever. Like, people understand. So
Right.
yeah. Max started out as Canadian, Toronto based. Yes. How much time do you spend for your videos every day? Oh, a lot.
Yeah, several hours.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Let's see. You ladies don't talk about your DHs much. Can you reveal a few snippets?
Well, if you might have guessed from my last name, but my husband's Asian, so he's Taiwanese, and we've known each other for I don't know, over 20 years, and we've been married for a very, very long time. I don't even remember.
Well,
Funny
you want to know something
thing,
funny?
though.
You tell them.
So Jen and I went to the same place on our honeymoon. We were a week apart from each other, but we both apparently got married and went to the same place for honeymoon, like at the same time. We didn't know each other or anything, but
No.
kind of funny.
We both got married in
June.
June 08.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
it's been a long time. I can't count. What is it? 14 years now?
Yeah. Wow. Wait.
Wow.
That's crazy. So yeah. But let's see here. More things about my husband. He's an endodontist. He plays a ton of tennis. He's really good. He's one of those people that is like good at everything. So it can be a little aggravating at times because he's always good at everything. And, I want to be like that. So, yeah.
A few snippets. I don't know. My husband doesn't like to be on social media. So I always I always am respectful of him and anyone I put on social media. Even my kids, I'll ask them, like, is this okay if I put this on here? And he just doesn't like, I don't know. He just, he prefers not to be on social media. Mm-hmm. But he's in finance. And what else about my husband? I don't know. He likes food. He's a big foodie. Like, he's like really good cook and everything like that. And he does the cooking, not me. I burn stuff. I don't know. I'm trying to think of what else. We've been together for 14 years.
Yeah, I think since we've known them so long, it's hard to think of what to
what's
people
like
might
interesting
want to hear. Yeah.
I'm like,
so feel free to ask more specific questions.
Yeah. It's fun playing with makeup. It is. Okay.
We will definitely be sharing those.
Yes, specifically with Danessa's products, I think there are some very solid techniques. Like, she taught us underpainting, and I'm sitting there going, Lexi, I hope.
See, I love underpainting.
I do too.
Production. Well, yeah, because I'm so light that a lot of products you got to put it under foundation anyway, or it's too dark, So. But her techniques for it and how she layers everything is really awesome.
Really cool.
So yeah, we'll share those things.
Aww.
Thank you so much, Marianne.
Yes,
it is. Had a lot of practice. So.
No, not a lot of fashion shopping for us.
We did look at some bags and stuff, but unfortunately, we didn't have a lot of time to go everywhere we wanted to.
Was it a risk to give up a secure job for YouTube? Ever regretted it? I personally did not. Like, I didn't give up my job for YouTube.
Neither of us did.
Yeah. I'm a nurse by trade. I do have my master's in nursing informatics as well, and a few certifications and things like that. So I did not give up my job for YouTube. I stopped working because at the time, this was like 2019, 2018. Yeah, something like that, or earlier. My husband was traveling a lot for work, and my kids needed me at the time. And, we had some things that we were dealing with there and things like that. So it was more of a personal decision at the time in the season of my life. I had a really hard time with it, though. I have to
I
be, and
did
Lexi and
too.
I were talking about that this weekend, how we kind of, you go to school and you go, I mean, I went to 6 years of school, and you study for these exams and all these things, and then you stop. I mean, you feel like you lose a little part of yourself with that. And no, and Lexi, you had a routine with your schedule, and I had a routine with my schedule. And I think we're still trying to figure all that out, right? I mean, it's still a little, it's still hard because, um, yeah, I mean, it's just something that was a part of you, and it took some mourning and kind of a rebirth of some sort to try to figure out what's next. So, it by happenstance, I was like, you know what, I'll just start YouTube. Why not? And I think that's very similar for you, Lexi. And
Right.
it's
Actually,
just
I had just stopped working um when I started YouTube. We moved, so um I had to take care. The kids are my primary responsibility. My husband obviously made more money than I did as a teacher, and um
yeah,
yeah, so they're my y- you know that's essentially my job. And so my job as a teacher, the timing and everything, just it didn't work. My daughters weren't in school yet at that time, or my oldest was starting, she was in preschool. My youngest wasn't anything yet. I had just had
right,
her. And since we moved, I didn't have access to a part-time position anymore, which is what I had been doing previous to that once my kids were born. But, honestly, like, I wouldn't have been able to keep the part-time anyway, even if we hadn't moved, because the school got too big. So they had
mm,
to make it a full-time position regardless. So unfortunately, with the hours and everything, it just didn't work out. And I had to stay home with the kids. So, and I wanted to, it was always something I wanted to. I always wanted to stay home with my children, but I'm one of those people who needs to be doing something all the time.
mhm,
I don't like having time on my hands. I'm not somebody to just sit there and just like watch TV all day or anything like that. So that's why I started YouTube. My daughter started going to preschool. It was 2.5 hours a day. So I was like, oh, well, during that time, I don't want to just use that time for cleaning all the time. I'll use it and start YouTube. So
right,
I did. And then COVID started. So I did a couple months of my channel before, you know, COVID started, and the kids were home with me again all the time. So, but I found during that time that I really liked it. So I kept up with it anyway. And my
mhm,
youngest started school this year. And yeah, that's kind of how it went. I haven't regretted it. Even if I wanted to go back to
no,
teaching, which I'm not going to be doing, at least for the time being, again, the hours don't work with my kids' schedules. So it's
right,
hard to find something as flexible as what I would need to find. So I have no regrets. I'm very happy with it. My husband's very happy with me being home with the kids, because I take, he only has to worry about work. I do everything else.
yeah,
So,
same here.
yeah, all the cleaning, all the cooking, all everything. So,
Oh, I I didn't do
yeah,
anything, but
not always all the fun stuff, but
I might have to call Lexi later to ask her how to turn my grill on because I'm not sure. No, anywho. So yeah, no, same here. I mean, I think we both have very supportive husbands and
Mhm.
family and things like that. I think at first though, I was a little kind of nervous about it. I mean, not
Yeah, it's
nervous,
really
but
hard to leave a job, but it
yeah,
was something we had worked for years.
yeah,
It
same.
was sort of always the plan. Um, it was the plan actually when I first started having kids originally, when my first daughter was born, but I found that I really didn't want to stop working at that time. So
Mhm.
I went part-time then, which was really just the same as a full-time, like
Yes.
40 hours
It
a week.
actually was harder. I did go PRN, and it was actually harder for me to work PRN than it was like a full-time schedule because I was working, I mean, 60, 70, like I was working a lot and then being able to, it was an intense role. So, those things are it's hard. It's really hard. Um,
We do have
let's
to go in a
see.
few minutes, so let's move through the rest of the
Yeah.
questions.
I love your style of providing info and displaying products, Lex.
Thank you, Janet.
Did you
I
get the
did not.
hand?
The Moynat bag. I would love
It
to
was
get that
really
bag.
nice.
It's been on my wish list for a while, but yeah, I'm not going to buy another handbag until I hit 10K. That was I promised my husband. So that was our deal. When I hit
I know.
10K,
I'm
then I
thinking
will buy a
5K
bag.
for
What?
me. I'm thinking 5K for me.
Well, good for you.
Well, you've already been there.
I thought the other thing when I hit 5K, the Bottega Veneta pouch. So
Oh,
yeah, I would
yeah.
totally recommend you doing something too.
Okay. Maybe I'll do something.
Yeah.
I'm almost there. Almost.
Yeah, almost there.
How do your husbands like you more with or without makeup? Mine doesn't care at all.
Yeah.
I don't
He
think
doesn't
he
notice
notices.
unless I wear really dark lipstick, which he doesn't like, but he
Yeah.
doesn't notice.
My husband doesn't like red, a really bright red either. He likes more of a nude lipstick. But my husband, you know what? I came home with my hair lighter, and he's like, doesn't even recognize. Like, they're just, you don't even know that I got a liner.
Yeah, they don't notice.
Jen, I understand the loss of stopping working on a career. I went through the same thing. Yeah. It's hard. You invest so much time and energy and things like that. And then, but it's all seasons for me. Then that's how I like to look at it. Like that was a season. This is a season. I'm really happy and proud of where I am right now. And yeah. Was the start of YouTube not very expensive? All the makeup, it's expensive. I mean, I'm not going to lie to you.
It's very expensive.
It's extremely expensive.
Thank you to everybody who uses our affiliate links because that helps. But are we like breaking even or making money? No, we are not. We are nowhere near that. But we do this because we love it. And yes, so I know we get asked that a lot. I know a lot of people think YouTubers make a ton of money, and some do. Those are bigger channels. So.
A lot larger channels.
Yes. That's not at our level.
Yeah, no. I mean,
even some of the big channels don't really make a lot of money. It really depends on how people do things. Like sponsorships are where you make a lot of money. Like if you see like a sponsor video and stuff. If you see a sponsor video for us, that usually means it's free product. But if you see sponsored videos on larger things, they usually get paid for doing a video or something. And that should be disclosed. But for us, we're not there.
And we always disclose all of gifted and all that. I mean, that is so important for me just in general. And I know Lexi as well, like to be as transparent as possible with that. And if we do have a sponsored video or anything in the future, if you guys could share it and just, I mean, just the support. And I try to support other creators who do have like sponsored content and everything because it really helps. It helps them, right? And
helps get your name out there.
Yeah,
want to work with you again, that type of thing.
Yeah, and they see that support and things like that. So yeah, it's a really interesting dynamic, I will say. The whole creator I mean, we could talk about this for hours, Lexi. I mean, maybe we could have a live.
We could do another video sometime.
Yeah, if you guys have
questions
stuff about that, yeah, we're happy to do that, and I can go through like what I use too, and Lexi can as well. So yeah, happy to do that. You're so welcome. Oh my gosh, thank you for coming.
Thanks, Sarah.
And then you're in trouble. You got me too.
Sorry about that. I really like them.
Oh, thank you. Oh my gosh, that's so kind. Lexi and I had the best time doing it. And, we created a TLB together, and we love, love that. And, but, it's tough, it's a lot of work on top of everything else that we were doing. So for us, it was time to move forward with our own stuff and everything like that. But we'd love to do things together. We would love to.
Definitely.
Are you thinking that you are a good businesswoman? I think so. But I mean,
I have no idea.
I think honestly, our what do you call it? We're very honest, like we're just us and ourselves. And I think you see that probably, and hopefully it comes across. But we're always going to be that way. I mean, that's just us. And I think that's being authentic is the best business person.
I agree with that.
I mean, I feel that way at least. Have you been disappointed with any brands lately?
Yes. Cicely has been disappointing me this year.
I
have to say, I do love these lipsticks, but they are still a disappointment to me because I was expecting something different. They're too similar to Chantecaille that it doesn't feel unique or, innovative, which is what I was looking for from them. Also, I've been disappointed with the liquid eyeshadows from them. So I just feel like they've been disappointing me this year.
And Lisa Eldridge disappointed me.
Probably the one that Lisa Eldridge. Yeah. So, I mean, that's why I didn't pick up her liquid eyeshadows. I was kind of burned on the blushes, and I was kind of nervous. So,
in the lipsticks,
yeah, I don't know. I know they're like all broken now. I have only a few that are not broken.
Yeah.
So it's those have been disappointing.
And I hate that. And I think I picked up the wrong shade of wine glass. So I think I'm gonna have to figure it out. But I'm excited. I'm excited to try it though. I hear great things. So thank you, Jocelyn. Oh, that's so kind. Thank you so much. Lexi, is there a special food day show that goes on?
I don't know of one in the US. The only one I know of is the one in Japan that happens in September every year. I think it's September. So Niji typically goes to that and stuff. I would love to attend that someday. So that's the only one I know of, though. In the past, though, and maybe in the future, some of these brands will go back to the makeup show. But Hakuhodo and Chikuhodo have previously been there in the past. So who knows what will happen next year? I think people are still kind of building things up still after the pandemic.
How are you? How about your mislabeling issues?
Oh, that's been really annoying. Yeah. You never really know what it is.
Nope. I mean, I ordered something and got a different product.
Yeah.
Are you? I am. Yes, we are. We're gonna have to.
I actually have to go. So.
But we definitely can. We definitely can have another live if you guys have questions regarding we
can talk more about YouTube stuff or our lives and stuff another time. So just leave questions for us and let us know.
Yeah, leave them down below in the comments. Or any type of video that you would love to see us do together. We could do brands favorites or things like that too. We're happy to accommodate however you would love. So yeah. But thank you guys so much for coming today. We're so grateful for you guys. And don't forget to subscribe if you have not already.
And like the video today.
Yes. All of that helps us, y'all. It honestly, when we do research on how do we, grow on YouTube or anything like that, everyone's liking, commenting, subscribing. If you hear us say that in a video, that's That's why. It helps push our videos out so that others can find it. So we appreciate all of that and all your support for sure. And again, thanks for using our affiliate links. And we'll both put in the description box what we're wearing down below. So thank you guys again. And I hope that you guys have a great day. And leave us questions down below. We'll help, we'll be in the comments and answering questions and everything like that too. So have a good one.
Thank you so much.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.